Title: The Last Sunrise, The One. The beginning: Amelia and Lucas met on a rain-slicked Tuesday morning in a tiny bookstore, nestled between a florist and an antique shop. She was reaching for a worn copy of Wuthering Heights. He was grabbing 1984. Their hands brushed and something clicked, an instant warmth in the chill of late October. For 2 years they lived in that warmth. They danced in kitchens, made love under thunderstorms, and shared whispered dreams beneath countless stars. Their love was wild, imperfect, but deeply real. Friends said they were magnetic, drawn together, unreasonably so. 2. The cracks time, however, isn't always kind to passion. Careers pulled them in different directions. Lucas with late-night coding deadlines, Amelia absorbed in her work as a nurse. Little things became big things. Missed dinners turned into cold silences. Words that once made them laugh began to hurt. Their fights grew more frequent, more bitter. Love was still there, but it was buried under layers of frustration and unsaid apologies. One night, the argument escalated beyond anything before. Amelia accused Lucas of giving up. Lucas said she didn't care anymore. "You don't even look at me the same way," she cried. "Maybe because you're not the same," he shouted. She slammed the door and left, tears burning down her face. Lucas sat on the couch for hours, angry, shattered, and unsure how it all came to this. 3. The unthinkable. That night, Amelia never came home. A drunk driver sped through a red light. Her car was crushed, her body broken. The hospital where she worked was the same one that called Lucas at 3:47 a.m. When he arrived, they'd already covered her body. He touched her hand, still warm, and fell to his knees. The grief was unbearable, but the guilt was worse. Their last words were soaked in anger. There had been no goodbye, no forgiveness, just pain. Lucas couldn't sleep for weeks, haunted by what he said, what he didn't say. He read her old letters, listened to her voicemails, begged the universe for a chance to take it all back. 4. The sunrise. On the morning of her funeral, Lucas walked to their favorite spot, the hill just outside the city where they used to watch the sunrise. He sat alone in the wet grass, her scarf around his neck, and whispered everything he never got to say. "I'm sorry for every time I didn't show up. I'm sorry I made you feel unloved. But God, Amelia, I loved you with everything and I always will." As the sky turned orange, the first light broke through the clouds. For a moment it felt like she was there sitting beside him, her head on his shoulder, and for the first time since she died he cried. Not out of guilt, but because love, even shattered, still remains. 5. The end when the beginning. Lucas spent the rest of his life trying to honor her. He volunteered at the hospital, told their story to anyone who needed to hear it, and made peace with the idea that not all endings are wrapped in bows.